Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support here on the channel. If you are new, welcome. You may also want to check out my main tarot channel, Moon Moth Goddess, where I do have a bunch of other pick your card readings posted there for you guys as well. I am also available for private readings, so for those of you that are wanting for me to look into your specific energies, you can find my email located down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services that I do provide. Okay, so today's pick your card reading, we are doing what steps should you take on your path for your highest good. Okay, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? We're going to do 3 groups today. And we're going to start off with choosing one of these cards. To help you with choosing your pile. And then we're going to add some crystals on to help you guys choose. So what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Let's pull something for group 1, Spirit. We have the Giraffe. Interesting, because when I was sitting here, just kind of thinking about doing this card for you guys, I was actually clearing the cards away from doing a private reading for someone. And I got this deck out and I was like, okay, we're going to do, this is the topic that we're going to do, Spirit, for this picker card today. And Giraffe was something that came out almost immediately from this deck. So Giraffe is definitely meant to be here, for pile 1. Okay. So let's see pile 2. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Pile 2. Okay, so we're going to take this top one here. The mountain goat is going to be for pile number 2. And let's see, something for pile number 3. What steps should pile 3 take? I don't like that. Let's do that again. What steps should pile number 3 take on their path for their highest good? Pile 3, Spirit. Group 3. We have the Porcupine. Okay. So if you already know, just looking at the animals alone, you're more than welcome to skip ahead to the timestamp to go directly to your reading. But I am going to be adding in one of the, we're going to be adding in a crystal to help you guys with choosing your pile. So for pile 1, we are going to do a Dalmatian Jasper. Pile 2, we're going to do Lapis Lazuli. And then pile number 3, we're going to do Jade. I also want to do a quick thank you to Rosetta for sending in this beautiful deck, the Animal Allies 2, which is what these cards are from. So thank you so much, Rosetta, for sending this deck in from my Amazon wishlist. So pile 1, let's get a closer look at your card and your crystal for today. Okay, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Pile 1. Pile 2, we have the mountain goat. And that is with this Lapis Lazuli. For pile 2, and then pile number 3 is the Porcupine, and that is with this Jade. Pile number 3. All right, so those are your groups today. If you do feel drawn to more than one of the cards, crystals, go with whatever your intuition is telling you. Today, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Pile 1 again with the giraffe and the Dalmatian Jasper. Pile 2 with the mountain goat, Lapis Lazuli. And then pile number 3 with the porcupine and the Jade. Timestamps are down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So, those of you that resonated with the giraffe, for your reading today, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? So we're going to start off with that card there, but we are going to pull the rest of your oracle cards, so we can kind of look at the energy all together of what Spirit's message is for you today. I also wanted to say thank you so much to Christiana for sending in the Earth Warriors Oracle, which we are going to be using for the reading today, and also Amy for sending in the Animal Guides Tarot. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your kindness and your generosity. So we're going to be using these beautiful decks today. I will also be using, of course, other decks, but I will have those ones listed in the description box for you guys. I always list them in case you guys are wanting to buy the decks for yourself, okay? And I think all the ones that I'm using today are all available on Amazon. Okay. So let's see. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Let's pull one of these. What steps should pile number 1 take on their path for their highest good? Okay, interesting. This was the cover of the deck. I mean the box. So it says Kanyini. Kanyini? It says, in each other we find ourselves. In each other we find ourselves. I love that because this gives kind of like this energy of oneness, interconnectedness. And we're seeing kind of how these this woman here, how she's also connected into, it looks like kind of like ancestors, right? Ancestors here, and also animals. Hummingbird. What is this? A cheetah? Leopard? Cheetah? Beautiful. Okay, let's see what else for you. Let's pull one of these. Okay. Pile 1. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? And just intuitively with your giraffe that you've chosen, I'm kind of feeling like higher perspective. Looking at things from a higher perspective, and the way that the giraffe is kind of like above with its long neck, right? It can see differently, say, than the other animals that are kind of closer to the ground. The giraffe has a completely different viewpoint. What steps should pile 1 take on their path for their highest good? We have taking back your power. Wow, that is pretty powerful. Taking back your power. What steps should pile 1 take on their path for their highest good? Okay, so we are going to have to cover that one up. Sorry, guys. It says Ascending Soul, number 3. She's ascending without her clothes on. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull one of these. Actually, 2 of these. 2 of these. What steps should pile number 1 take on their path for their highest good? We have I am supported. And I follow my heart. Beautiful. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Actually, I forgot to pull. I wanted to use one of these cards too. But we'll pull some tarot first. Pile 1. What steps should they take on their path for their highest good? We have the 6 of Fire, which is the 6 of Wands. And it says, rescue dog, mixed breed. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. Okay? The 6 of Wands is about victory, success, being in the spotlight, getting the recognition that you deserve. Let's see. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? We also have the 7 of Wands, the gecko. It says, be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Look at that. Take your power back. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely, right? Look at how she's kind of blindfolded here and she's kind of holding her heart in her hands as her compass. I love that. Look at all this red here too. This is reminding me of, like, even though it's fire energy, it's reminding me of like the root chakra, being grounded in your power. Let's see. What steps should pile number 1 take on their path for their highest good? Okay, look at that. 6, 7, 8 of Wands. And then you also have the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords. So your 8 of Wands says, the bee, you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that you have received. And the 8 of Wands can talk about energy that is in motion. It can talk about traveling. It can also talk about messages, communication coming in, or putting forth action, which all of these with the Wands energy have to do with action here. Your Ace of Swords energy here. Hold on, I need to put my glasses back on. It says, implementation of your brilliant new idea may get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals into something even better. Okay? The 7 of Wands is also about standing our ground, not backing down, not giving up, persevering, pushing forward. Okay? For some of you, this may even be setting boundaries for yourself with others, because you do have an emphasis here on taking back your power. Okay, we have Ascending Soul. I want to see, and I don't know where I'm going to fit this one here. Let's just put these ones on top. I'll do it like this, so we can still see. Okay. And let's pull your little cat card here. All right, let's see for you, pile 1. What steps should pile 1 take on their path for their highest good? We're going to take these. We've got 4 of them, but okay, so this is what the first one looks like. Okay. We have, what does this say? Trance. It says, me, Scylla, forevermore. Her heart is a drum beating in sync with infinity. She closes her eyes and moves to its rhythm. Time unfurling like an endless ribbon in front of her and behind her. No beginning, no end. Her mind relaxes and opens. Breathing, pulsing, ever expanding. What shifts you into trance? Perhaps dancing to wordless music, letting the water stream over you in the shower, walking swiftly or chanting a sound. Trance opens us to receiving divine messages, flashes of creativity, and deep healing beyond our ordinary understanding. I love that because with the Ace of Swords energy here, this is about us receiving ideas, downloads from Spirit, listening to our soul's truth. So I feel like a big thing for you here with what is going to help you, right, on your path for your highest good, and to make sure that you're in alignment with what your path is for you to be able to have that clear receiving and accessing clear information from divine, from your higher self. Okay? And I feel like this is certainly a way in which you're doing that here. Like I said, to me, when I look at this picture here, it looks like she's connected to everything. Her third eye is lit up here, receiving messages, right? We have the little hummingbird here, which is also messenger here, but you know, there is the ocean that's behind her, the whale that's coming out of it. We can kind of see a little bit of the moon here, the clouds, the sun, plants, right? We've got plants here. There's this beautiful bird right here in the center, expanding its wings. It also looks like this cheetah here, or leopard, also has kind of like its third eye here as well. His, hers, this to me is ancestors. So in each other we find ourselves. Beautiful. Okay, so you've got trance here. The trance. And you have this one here. It says playful experiment. Meet Honeydrop. She is tumbling into your world with giggles and winks. Buoyed by wonder and curiosity, she sprinkles a touch of sweetness and fun into everything you do. In her world, nothing is a test, and it is impossible to fail. Forever learning and evolving, she is eager to love, create, explore, dance, and sing. Feel Honeydrop bouncing exuberantly in your ear. Vanquishing all self-consciousness, shake the heaviness and seriousness off your shoulders. Let it all be a playful experiment. And what this kind of brings to mind here is about steps that you can take is kind of being aware of what where your own energy is at, because this is talking about movement. Wasn't the other one saying something about dancing, walking swiftly, chanting a sound? Because I feel like these are things that are also helping you to be more in tune with your own energy, right? Shake the heaviness and seriousness off your shoulders. In a way, it might kind of sound funny, right? When we're trying to release negative energy, but literally shaking, right? Shaking your body, moving it, which is also something for those of you that are familiar with Reiki, you know, or have gone through Reiki training and stuff like that. It is one of those things that they teach you when you are doing a Reiki session for another person, that you are kind of, after you perform a session for someone, that you are kind of shaking your body to kind of release that energy, creating that kind of like that disconnect between what is yours and what is mine, right? So that I'm not taking home your energy, right? There's those clear boundaries energy wise, right? With taking back your power here. So for some of you, if you are like, let's just say that you have a work environment and it's just toxic and it's just like you're sitting around in that low vibrational energy all day, or you're in a place and you're out and it's busy out in traffic, or you're just like in a public place, or you're just like around people all day, you know, and then you come home and you're kind of like in that energy too, right? So of course water for purification, helping to clear your energy, is super important, but I also feel like your ability to be able to kind of shake off that energy, right? And I do that too, even though you guys can't see me when I'm in between people's readings too, because I do private readings all day. So I don't want to be sitting in that energy. You know, sometimes the energy that I have to work with for certain people's situations is pretty heavy stuff, you know, it's pretty heavy. So I don't want to be sitting in that energy, right? I've got another reading to do. I've got pick a cards to do. And I also have to, you know, also be with my family. And I don't want to be, you know, in that type of energy sometimes when I'm with family, you know? So I need to shake it off. So that might mean I get up, I, you know, go sit outside for a little bit, ground myself, and literally shake to kind of just move my arms, legs, stuff like that, to move the body, to just kind of get that energy off, right? So that might be in something that's important for you guys too, is that, you know, you are releasing energy, you know, could be something for you there. Let it all be a playful experience, especially if you're someone who's kind of feeling a little bit like super stressed out. You know, we have this energy of play here, which means also not taking life so seriously, right? Kind of looking at it again with that giraffe there, the higher perspective. So there's your other cat. We've got this one here, and it says wish here. Meet Starling. With a wink and a smile, he dusts the cynicism and skepticism. See, look at that. He dusts the skepticism and cynicism off your shoulders and whispers, make a wish. You are a child again, spotting your first shooting star. Feel the buoyancy of the light-hearted hopefulness. You do not need to know how it will happen or even feel sure that it is possible. Simply surrender your beloved wish to the universe and release all attachments. Blow the seeds from the dandelion fluff and delight in the surprises that will bloom into being. All of this is the magic of your wish. Feel it, luxuriate in it, may it be so. Okay? So all of that, right? The cynicism, the skepticism, negative energy, right? And it's not to say that you should never feel that way, because of course we're human. We're going to have those days, right, where we're feeling like crap and we're going to be low vibrational in that moment, but don't hold on to that energy. Okay? Shake it off. Shake it off. So there is your other little card here. How sweet. We have float downstream, and it says meet Puffaluf. She sets down her assumptions and her fears and her striving on the riverbank. She takes a slow, deep breath, listening to the summer crickets and communing with the trees. She sighs out all her worries. The weight of unrealized dreams slides from her shoulders. She tiptoes into the gently flowing water, reaching inward to find the courage to let go. Surrender to the current and trust it to take her exactly where she needs to be. Allow your destination to be unknown. Let the cosmic river carry you. Turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. So I feel like a lot of this talks about that energy of surrender, you know? Releasing attachments to specific outcomes, to timelines, you know, that I need to have this done by, you know, or I need to manifest this thing by this day, this time. With this person, with this situation. It's just more or less you setting that intention for that manifestation and letting it go. Okay? The important things I do want to look at here, though, are these two messages here, especially with the taking your power back, because this is something that's coming through for you guys twice. And I think this is this one here, the Mystical Journey Oracle. Let's see. Okay, what is that? Number 35. Number 35. It says taking back your power. The water lily is an ancient symbol that signifies hope, rebirth, and purification. It represents your earthbound human self reaching for the light. On this card, the lily roots are buried deep in the mud, which symbolizes your earth life. The beautiful flowers emerge from the water and reach towards the sky, embodying your yearning to connect with your higher self. In this image, the woman's soul is being tethered by pillars because she is not expressing her needs. Part of keeping yourself small can be a hesitancy to speak your truth. Instead, you stay silent in an effort to keep the peace and minimize conflict. Speaking up means being your true self, being true to yourself, and taking back your power. Maybe you are scared of making a mistake, of making some changes, or of finding yourself alone. The taking back your power card appears when you need to say something you've been wishing to verbalize for a long time. Remember who you truly are, for your soul knows that if you speak your truth, you will not only survive, but will thrive. Express how you feel even if you are scared or you run the risk of losing your spirit. This card may also indicate a situation in which you have stayed silent for too long, walking on eggshells for fear of upsetting another person. It is time to take back your power and say something. Okay. So the action here says use the symbol of the water lily as encouragement to speak your truth and acknowledge how you really feel. When you speak up and you honor your soul, if you don't speak up, you stay underwater and cannot shine your true light. Okay? So, speaking your truth, okay? Something beautiful there. I also want to look at your ascending soul. Like I said, she's ascending. She's ascending without her clothes on. But, let's see. All right. So it says, rise up and be the light that shines the way. You are the embodiment of love. This is your true self. This creative light and power continues to reveal themselves more each day. There may be moments, however, when this light is overshadowed by the cloudy waters of your emotions, and you feel as though you are becoming unhinged. Loved one, the old paradigm within you, with all its limitations, is falling away. Light waves from the sun are being emitted, transforming and preparing your body for your next evolutionary chapter. Okay? It says, be patient. Every challenge, be it physical, mental, or emotional, is simply layers of limiting beliefs being shifted. If you are feeling overwhelmed, remember your magnificent light is unfolding, and everything you are going through is the unfoldment of absolute love. You are ascending and elevating your vibration to a more expanded state of being. Through this transformation, the magnificence of your loving presence will assist others on their journey back into the light of love. Remember, the more you love, the faster you vibrate. I love that. Fast vibration, which is helping your manifestation, right? Certainly helps your manifestation, or to get you into alignment with your path here, which is really what you are wanting. I feel like also with the I am supported here, a lot of this also has to do with you, again, trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. Okay? Maybe for some of you this means, like I said, setting boundaries with someone, standing up for yourself. Okay? The Ace of Swords being here is also about truth. It's about clarity. So for some of you, there could be a need for you to speak your truth. Okay? And know that you are being supported here, right? By the divine, your ancestors, spirit. Some of you might even have spirit animals that are working with you right now or supporting you right now. These could be animals that you are noticing a lot that are kind of coming up for you. Okay? We have a bee here, which all these bees kind of together, bees are a symbol of community, right? They're all kind of working together with something. So maybe for some of you, this could even be working with others, collaborating with others, putting in more effort, right, towards something that you are, again, wanting to manifest, allowing your heart to be your guide, okay? Like I said with the giraffe, to me, this is really about you kind of seeing higher perspective. Maybe something that's hard for you to see, right? With the physical eyes. But for me, this is kind of you coming to a place of inner knowing that you are being guided. So I feel like a lot of this does have to do with your perception of things, okay? The giraffe says higher perception, clairvoyance, seeing the big picture, and an ability to clearly see into the future. Follow your intuition. Keep your eyes on the road ahead. Rise above the crowds and listen to your own inner callings and direction. Stand tall. Find your own unique grace and let it lead your way. Okay, this is a big one here. I feel like following your heart. Okay. All right. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the mountain goat and the Lapis Lazuli, this is going to be your reading today. And I also wanted to say a huge thank you to Christiana for sending in the Earth Warriors Oracle. We are going to be using this for our reading today, as well as to Amy for sending in the Animal Guides Tarot. I truly appreciate you all so much for your kindness and your generosity. So let's pull your cards here and see what steps should you take on your path for your highest good. So let's see, pile 2 with the mountain goat and Lapis Lazuli spirit. What steps should pile 2 take on their path for their highest good? For pile 2. Okay, we have Ajna Durga, the power of the good. Power of the good. Let's see, number 15. Wow. Pile 1 got this too. It says taking back your power, number 35. Okay. For pile 2. Oops, we got to cover her up a little bit. Okay. So this one is number 16. It says new cycle. Number 16 with new cycle. Okay, let's see, let's pull 2 of these. Pile number 2. We've got I have permission. Number 22, I have permission. Whoa. I have a higher purpose, number 23. Okay, so let's pull, and I'm going to show you guys these other ones, but I'm not going to take them. We have I am ready, number 30. I am authentic, we got Leo there, 37. And I trust in divine timing, number 27. Okay, let's pull your tarot now. I kind of feel like this message is very similar to pile 1 today. So if you did feel drawn to that pile too, I would definitely watch it or listen to it. Pile number 2. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? We have the Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands. I love it. I love that energy. We have the Moon, the Ace of Wands, and also the Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we're going to start with this Eight of Cups. It says, it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that Source will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. This sounds more like a message that would belong to the Eight of Swords, actually, than it does Eight of Cups. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. That's the Eight of Swords energy. I wonder if this is kind of like a misprint on this deck, but maybe for some of you it could be, right? Eight of Swords type of way of thinking, which is the Eight of Swords is about being trapped in a mental prison of your own doing. You know? Interesting that this is like this. Because, yeah, it doesn't make me feel like Eight of Cups energy. It makes me feel like Eight of Swords. But the Eight of Cups can also be talking about letting go of things that do not bring emotional fulfillment. It's also about letting go of your vices and addictions or people, situations, right? Moving on from them, letting go, detaching. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting from this as far as what steps you should take on your path for your highest good. We have your Queen of Wands energy here, which is very powerful, right? Especially with you having the card here that says taking back your power in the new cycle. Also, this is number 16, which is the Tower energy. And the Tower is about releasing illusions being broken down, epiphanies, realizations, awakenings, a wake-up call, letting things go that are not for you, okay? With your Queen of Wands energy here, the Queen of Wands is the embodiment of passion, creativity, charisma, beauty, confidence, power. You know, the Queen of Wands has the potential to be a very powerful leader, right? We have don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. And then you have the Ace of Wands here, which is about creative spark, inspiration, a new passion. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you will want to still leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. And then you have the Moon energy here, which is about fears and insecurities and doubting yourself and confusion and things being unclear, you know, because the path that you have moving forward, sometimes we don't know exactly where that path is going to lead. And of course, that can bring in fear, and that might include you having to leave something behind or walk away from something in order for you to pursue a new cycle, right? A new direction here. So I feel like in a way with taking back your power, for you more so, this is about you giving yourself permission to trust you, to trust yourself, to trust your path. Trust that you do have a higher purpose, especially if there's something that you're holding on to in your life right now that you know is not in alignment for your highest good. Maybe for some of you it is the fear of letting it go or the fear of making that change. But this is where you take your power back. You no longer give your power away to the subconscious fears and insecurities. This is about you standing in your power here and about having the courage to let go, to walk away, right? And following what you feel your divine purpose is in life. And then you have Ajna Durga here, which I feel Ajna, I think that is the third eye, if I'm thinking about that correctly. I'm going to look really quick and see. But I'm pretty sure Ajna is the third eye. Let's see. I don't know what Durga means, though. Let's see. 15. Okay, so it says you need never lose faith in the power of good. You need never lose faith in how much you can accomplish as an independent and inspired individual in this world. You need never believe that you are alone or without divine protection. You need never fear evil. The third eye of the Divine Mother sees all things. It is ever watchful and ever just. She bursts through holy vision, the manifest power of good in all realms. Her gaze is upon you now. Trust her. So it says, believe in the power of the divine to keep an eye on things for you. Trust that power to alert you when you need to know something or to understand what is happening in your life and what you need, even if you aren't so sure that yourself at times. Actively contest negativity. When you feel something isn't coming from love, acknowledge it immediately. Excuse me. You don't have to make it about you or analyze it. Use your divine connection to deal with it promptly and effectively. Call for divine support in all things. You will not divert help from someone else if you ask for it for yourself. Allowing yourself to be helped empowers your path, which in turn helps all beings. Divine assistance is always there for you unconditionally. If you are not thinking the best thoughts, divine support will correct them. Never hesitate to call for that support. It is your greatest ally. Give up your attachment to past experiences of rejection and abandonment so that you can open to how much the divine loves you and can help you. Practice feeling confidence and unconditional trust in a higher power, knowing it is stronger than all else. Okay? So it says in the Hindu pantheon of divine beings, Durga shines bright as a powerful warrior goddess and protector of the good and true. She is the unified potency of all divine forces of goodness against negativity and evil. An icon for independence and divine power of the light, Durga is the solar mother who restores order and protects the human soul by destroying impurities such as jealousy, hatred, anger, and selfishness. She's creative, inventive, responsive, and powerful. Once a particularly adept demon looked like he was getting the upper hand in a battle with her, so Durga promptly birthed Kali. Wow. Oh, I didn't even know that. So Durga promptly birthed Kali out of her third eye. Kali, the black goddess, destroyed the demon ferociously and immediately. Durga is the invincible one. The Sanskrit word Durga means fort, a place that is protected in battle and unable to be overcome. Durga's power animal is the tiger, indicating her unlimited power. Ooh, I love this energy. Pile 2. She is bright, she is swift, she is unconquerable goodness. Wow. I kind of feel with this energy coming through for you, pal, too. It's kind of like this is powerful energy for you. This is you needing to realize the potential power and see that within yourself that you actually have. This is beautiful. Powerful. Wow, she birthed Kali out of her third eye. That is wild. I love that. Okay. So, we have your little mountain goat here. And when I look at that mountain goat, it reminds me a lot of kind of like Seven of Wands energy, which is about standing your ground. It's about being solid, stable, not backing down, not giving up, pushing forward, persevering, being strong, being solid, stepping in your power. You know, being open to change, being flexible. I feel like learning to trust yourself, I feel like is a big thing here. I do also want to use some of these little cards here. Let's move this though. Let's put everything will fit in here. Okay. So let's see what else pile 2. Pile 2, what steps should pile 2 take on their path for their highest good? Okay. So we have this one here. And it says compassion. Meet Cosmos. Long ago she believed that she was separate, invincible in her tower of isolation and ego. One day, a vicious storm shattered her tower, tumbling her into chaos, but kindness and love caught her in a soft embrace and held her in compassion. She was not alone. Her heart cracked open and became the cosmic heart, the heart that sees oneself in everyone and profoundly cares. Cosmos longs for you to be gentle with yourself and to give yourself love in the face of your suffering. Compassion transmutes pain into love and failures into divine sweetness. That is beautiful. There is always room for more compassion. Compassion transmutes pain into love and failures into divine sweetness. I kind of want to look at this too. I want to ask Spirit here why or what you need permission for, but let's look at the rest of your cats here. So here's your second one. This one says, living the ritual. Meet Rumi. He lights a candle each morning to greet the rising sun. He bows to the willow tree and sings to the marigolds. When the sky turns inky black, he fills a bowl with seawater for the moon to drink and makes wishes on the stars. He weaves magic and intention into every moment. For him, nothing is outside the sacred circle. Everything, no matter how mundane, can be infused with meaning and crafted with beauty. Pause before each activity and cultivate the feeling and spirit you would like to bring to it. Let the entirety of your day be a living, breathing, moving ritual, an act of poetry. And I love this because this is about you being present. Things are done with intention, right? Which could be as simple as you drawing a bath for yourself or cooking yourself a meal, right? You're not just like, oh, let me grab this out of the cupboard, this out of the kitchen, and let's just throw it in the pan real quick and cook it up. No, this is you kind of, let's just say, looking at your food, looking at your ingredients, thoughtfully and carefully selecting, right? With intention and with purpose. Like, I'm infusing this meal with love and health and nourishment to fuel my body and to, you know, help me to feel more, what do I want to say? More energized, right? With food. It's kind of like everything that you're doing is with thought, not mindlessly, I guess you could say, right? But everything that you do in life is done with intention and purpose and love. And I feel like with doing that and being present, it also helps you to really kind of, in that moment, feel gratitude, right? Going outside and watering your plants, your flowers, the grass, you know, not just, oh, I gotta hurry up and just go water the grass real quick. No, we're looking at it with intention, right? I'm giving the water to the earth. I'm giving it to these plants. These plants are growing. They're creating beauty around my living space. And this is something that makes me feel calm, you know? So it's just really, I feel like taking time to make sure that every aspect of your life is one that is purposeful, is with intention. It is something that you want to be there, right? A life that you want to live. And that's what you're creating through this. So your last little kitty here says dream space. Meet Dahlia. She perches on an idea cloud drifting through the astral plane, a realm existing outside of physical form. Her fur is a reverie, her eyes a vision. Here in the dream space, there is no friction, no time lag between your desire and its manifestation. You imagine a cozy cottage with birds chirping and a babbling brook. Instantly, it exists in the dream space. You long to write a novel, and the book appears on the shelf in the library of the dream space. Your dream already exists. Follow your intuition, take aligned action, and you will find that secret place where the dream space and your life merge into pure magic. Okay? So I feel like for you, right, what steps you should take on your path for your highest good is you aligning your dream, your intention, with actions that you are taking to bring that into being. Okay? So again, done with purpose, with intention. I want to see what Spirit's saying that you need to give yourself permission. I have permission. So let's see what that is. And you might be able to kind of fill in the blank with that, with just that, right? I have permission to what, pile 2? Let me know in the comments if you're open to sharing. I have permission to what? What are you giving yourself permission to? Okay, so what is this message about for pile number 2? And she's also kind of like covering her mouth here. So maybe for some of you, this is speaking your truth. I mean, you do have the Page of Air here, which is the Page of Swords. Logical, truthful, curious, and undiplomatic. The Page of Swords, though, is about communication. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles here. It says, your most satisfying and profitable career comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. And then your Page of Swords says, this is an intellectual challenge that calls upon your ability to think of a matching solution. If helpful information is put to you bluntly, accept the message without being bothered by the messenger. Okay, so like I said, maybe for some of you, this is about giving yourself permission to speak your truth. Okay, but I'm also feeling being open to growth, to change, to learning, to not knowing all the answers, right? Give yourself permission to make mistakes and learn from them, because the Page of Swords is the energy of a novice, a student. It's still the page energy. We're still learning how to properly express ourselves, right? So give yourself permission to make mistakes, to learn, to maybe not be so hard on yourself or so critical of yourself, okay? Or maybe you have some other idea in mind with that, okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonate with the porcupine, this is going to be your reading today. And he is a really cute porcupine. Look at that hairdo. But I think I want to start off with the message with your little porcupine. We're asking Spirit today, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? So, and this is from the Animal Allies. I think I showed this in the beginning, but from this one here. So let's see, porcupine. Okay. So it says protection. You are safe. Protection is always accessible. All you have to do is ask. Are you armoring yourself too much and not letting others in? Are you letting others' views of your color Are you letting others' views of you color your own views of yourself? Alternatively, are you too trusting and finding yourself disappointed or heartbroken repeatedly? Are you attacking others unnecessarily or try to protect yourself from being hurt first? These are all good questions to ask yourself. Let Porcupine show you the way to setting clear boundaries, to trusting and respecting yourself and others, and to finding a sweet balance between vulnerability and healthy self-defense. Okay, so that is your first message there. So let's pull your cards. And just a quick thank you. Again, we've got the Earth Warriors Oracle, which we are going to be using today, from Christiana, and the Animal Guides Tarot from Amy. So thank you guys so much for your kindness and your generosity from sending those in from my Amazon wish list. Actually, no. Amy, you sent this in separately. I do. But thank you so much, because Amy sent a bunch of different decks in a package. So that one was actually, I don't know if it was on my wish list or not, but yeah, she sent it in separately. But thank you, Amy, so much. Okay, so let's see. Pile number 3. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Pile 3. Okay, so we're going to take this one here. It says Palhik Mana, medicine of the butterfly Kachina. Medicine of the butterfly Kachina. Okay. So, let's see. Pile 3. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? We have cycles of life. I'm going to have to cover her a little bit. You can see her bits. Number 4, the cycles of life. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. We have Love Unbound, number 36. Is this one going to be okay? I feel like I hate to have to cover up all these images. Okay, let's pull 2 of these for pile 3, Spirit for pile 3. I have a higher purpose. For pile 3. I deserve respect. I love it. I deserve respect. And I feel like that means, right, because we've got healthy boundary setting here. Healthy self-defense. So if somebody is not, right, respecting you, no matter who they are, I feel like it's you learning to set boundaries with people and, you know, certainly standing up for yourself. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's pull the tarot. And I feel like it's important too, because of course we want people to respect us, right? But I feel like you should also be respecting yourself. Not letting people disrespect you. And that means, like, if somebody does something or says something wrong and you don't say anything, right? People feel like, oh, I can just go ahead and disrespect this person. Yeah, they're not going to do anything. What are they going to say? What are they going to do? You know? So I feel like it's you being really, you know, I feel like definitely standing up for yourself. You know, doesn't mean you have to be rude or, you know, putting other people down and telling them, like, you have to respect me, you need to respect me. I feel like the way that you carry yourself is also really important as well, right? If you show that you love and you respect yourself, you know, other people will be like, ooh, no, I can't do that to this person, right? Or especially if we come across as super vulnerable or people they feel like they can manipulate, right? It's easy to manipulate. Oh, I can get one over on pile 3. So yeah, I feel like it's certainly you learning to be assertive, to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself. What do we have here? We've got the Hermit. It says, take time for contemplation, to retreat, to go within, be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. we also have the Five of Cups. It says, focus upon the fact that Source loves you and always has the highest intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's little difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. And the Five of Cups energy is about grief, loss, pain, sadness, disappointment, discouragement, regret, remorse, shame. It's a pretty heavy energy, you know, so some of you are working through some challenging emotions here, you know, from certain cycles that you've gone through. The cycles of life here reminds me a lot of like the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Which with the Wheel of Fortune is us kind of going with the flow. It's understanding that in life that we will have ups and downs, you know, but it's our ability to be able to move through and adapt with all the changes that we kind of go through and not let any one emotion or thought kind of derail our progress or our whole life. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Magician. And then we also have the Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So your Magician here. It says there is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. It says it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. So the Eight of Pentacles is about self-mastery. It's about hard work and discipline and commitment. So this bird here, look, if you see the cage is behind him, he opened the cage door, right? He's come out of the cage and he's looking in this book and thinking about the next step of his plan of freeing himself and expanding and growing beyond that limitation of the cage there. Okay, so what I feel with this energy, some of you, because we're asking today, what steps should you take on your path for your highest good? I feel like the first thing here with this Five of Cups energy here, because we can feel pretty sad here, we can feel pretty disappointed, you know, things not working out or us not being exactly where it is that we want to be in life. We can either choose to focus on all of that energy, right? Or we can choose to connect in with our higher power. The Magician is about willpower. It's about focused intention and creating the life that you desire through your focused intention. And also the Hermit energy is about self-reflection, introspection, solitude, soul searching, discovering the self, okay, finding your inner light, navigating your way through the difficult emotions. And the Eight of Pentacles is about self-mastery, which is you committing yourself to becoming a better version of you. Okay? A better version of you. I have a higher purpose here, and I feel like, you know, she kind of looks like she's looking into the stars here. She's dreaming, she's envisioning something here that she's feeling intuitively. This is also number two here, which could very much be talking also about your intuition, right? Letting your intuition guide you into balance, into creation, into expansion and growth. I want to see what your Palhikmana card is about and see what does it say? Medicine of the Butterfly Kachina, number 6. Let's see. Okay. So it says, on wings of hope, Butterfly Kachina guides you through an ending to the light of new life within. It is your transition into a happier time of increased pleasure and delight, especially if you have experienced great struggle or loss, right there. The spirit medicine of Butterfly brings hopeful promise to your heart. Here is your sign that there will be happiness, peace, and light Trust in the goodness being birthed. And that kind of looks like what's happening here. I wanted to say, it kind of looks like, almost like whatever this is here, it almost looks like a womb. And here is one, right, being inside the womb. And then there's another one here. You can't see all of it. But this other one that's kind of emerging out of it, out the other side of it. So birthing something new. It says, an apparently lost cause or shattered dream was a necessary part of your transformational journey. What was sacrificed can be reborn into something even more beautiful. You are not meant to turn to the past, as it cannot support you in the way it once did. Trust that you have the inner resources to handle what is happening within you and in your life. You are moving toward a significant psychological, emotional, and perhaps also physical breakthrough and transformation. An inner sense of discomfort may be signaling that something new is unfolding within. It is natural to initially feel a little awkward or uncertain in the face of the unfamiliar. This is a good sign of change stirring from within. Allow nature to take its course. Trust in what is happening, even whilst you don't fully understand it. In the end, it will turn out beautifully and also happen to be a new beginning. Okay? So your guidance here says there are moments when those of us with great courage feel tested beyond our faith. Doubt, darkness, and despair can creep into our minds and lash our hearts with fear. There may seem to be a good reason for our pain, the loss of a loved one, a cherished hope dashed, disturbing human behavior, the state of the environment, or some other unexpected and painful shock. There may be no particular reason for it, and yet we are somehow gripped by feelings of anxiety or despair that we cannot resolve, no matter how hard we try. In the traditions of the Pueblo peoples, including the Hopi and Zuni, Kachina are beings from the spirit world that spend some part of the year living within the community. When revered, they can bestow healing and protection. Pahikmana is the butterfly maiden, embodying in a sacred dance during a Hopi tradition honoring the girls, the bearers of creative feminine promise. The healing of the oracle of the butterfly Kachina comes to you now to alleviate your suffering, to remind you that everything you have gone through has been part of what has made you strong, compassionate, and wise. When all seems lost, perhaps especially then, our soul needs the gift of seeing the light, love, and the wisdom of the divine at work behind all things at all times, always reaching out to us and offering love. The soul needs faith and hope like the body needs air to breathe. Faith keeps the soul alive and well. You do not have to regret anything that has happened. You do not have to judge yourself or any other or wish that things had been different. You have not missed out. You have not messed up. You have been learning and growing. What is required from you now is a willingness to let the past fall away, because the person you once were no longer exists. You may not fully realize it yet, like a butterfly trying to crawl on the ground, like a caterpillar. You may mourn the loss of your caterpillar ways, yet if you take a moment to witness yourself anew, you'll realize you are not the person from 2 years ago or 10 years ago. You can then open to the gifts that the oracle of the butterfly Kachina to bring to you now. Well-being, a new life, vibrancy, freedom, and happiness. Okay? I'm going to stop there, but if you guys want to continue on, I'm going to leave that there for a moment so that you can pause. Okay, and then over here on this side. Okay, so like I said, this kind of to me looks like an embryo, or a womb, right? With an embryo inside of it, and this one here being birthed, coming out new. So yeah, I feel like definitely what Spirit's saying to you here is to continue to focus on, building up this new version of self. Take time, right, to navigate through those difficult emotions here and choose to focus your intention, right, on becoming that better version of self, right? Honor the cycles that do happen, both the highs and the lows, understanding that they are all something, in this case, that are helping you to transform and grow into a stronger version of self. So let's pull some of these little cat cards for you. Pile 3 and see what else. What steps should you take on your path for your highest good? Pile number 3. We have this one here. It says, meet Calliope. She paints the sky with pastel rainbows, sketching in a crescent moon for everyone to enjoy. She draws a delicate cape of glistening stardust over her fur. Let Calliope be your muse. See the world with the eyes of an artist. Notice patches of sky flicker and flash between the tree leaves. Notice the shiny emerald shell of a beetle or the texture of a river stone. Infuse your day with creativity. Perhaps you feel inspired to be playful with your clothing. Prepare an artful meal. Pen some poetry or trace your feelings with your body through dance. Art is for you. Let go of all judgments and set your imagination free. Right? So maybe for you guys, steps that you should take in your path is allowing yourself to connect to your inner artist. Connect to that creative part of yourself through creative expression in whatever way that you do feel called, okay, to do. Writing, dancing, singing. Let's see what else for you, Kyle. We have this one here. Space clearing. Meet Belle. She loves to sweep away stagnation, scrub her floors with a spell-infused herbal wash, and lovingly clean the threshold to invite in more magic. She claps her hands in the corners of her home to get the energy flowing and rings bells to imbue the space with love and sweetness. She mists the air with essential oils, orange to uplift, peppermint to energize, clove to cozy in, and rose to awaken bliss. Her little helpers are lush green plants and flower friends who bring life and beauty to every room. Walk around your home and feel into what your space is needing to truly come alive. Okay, so we got space clearing. So yeah, some of you, I mean, that might be something creative that you might like to do, is to work with certain flowers, create a little herbal wash that you can do. Not only just with cleaning floors, you can also clean like countertops, things like that. Just to kind of, you know, freshen up the space. Not just so much for like cleaning like, you know, dirt and grime, but more so like energetic clearing, okay, is what this is for. So you might use something that you feel called to use for whatever you feel like your space needs, okay? And that is something that I have to do every so often too, even in my tarot room here, where I have to, you know, get the energy moving in here because like I said, I think I told pile 1 or pile 2, I do readings all day, you know, and so I'm connecting to different people's different kinds of energies throughout the whole day. So I don't want that energy lingering, right, in my space. I want to feel fresh so that when I'm doing readings, I've got fresh energy in here. So I clap. Sometimes I have bells. My husband was using my shamanic drum this morning, which is funny because I was like thinking, oh, I need to use my drum this morning. And then he picked it up and started doing it for me. So I was like, he didn't even know that I needed that done, but that was cool. All right, so let's see, one more. We've got enchantment, that little cat there. And it says, meet Midnight. She is the friend of fairies, the mother of magic, and the protectress of unicorns. She glides through the gateway into phantasmagoria, beckoning you to follow. Fall under her spell and dance in the ballroom of her dreams. Revel in the veils of story and imagination, shimmering through everything. Be playful with the illusion. Let the boundaries between reality and fantasy blend and blur. Weave the tale you have always wanted to tell. After all, you are the meaning maker, the storyteller, the dreamer of the dream. Okay. You got your space clearing, and then the artist here. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of this is you know, taking time to think about it's kind of like you dreaming your life into being, what you wish to create here. Because you do have the Magician, which is a beautiful, powerful energy here. Okay. Beautiful energy. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.